Good afternoon, everyone. Thanks for attending our fourth webinar series here with North American. This webinar is really going to focus on the sales concepts. So we've gone through their underwriting, their products, and then jumped into the IUL Builder Plus last week. So we're going to jump right in, get it over to Nicole. As always, if you have any questions, feel free to fire those away in the bottom right as we have time, and as that allows, we'll get those addressed to Nicole. Other than that, Nicole, the stage is yours.
All right, thank you so much. I am excited to get the opportunity to speak with you all again. My name is Nicole Fries. I'm with North American Company, and today I wanted to highlight and show everybody a hidden gem within North American Company, something that us internal worked on to create, to really give you a roadmap of the different concepts that we have, who you should be looking for that would fit that profile for this specific concept, best illustration tips, and then finally, what are the right questions to ask your client and the right words to use when you're sitting down and presenting this concept to them. That's everything that this playbook can deliver to you. And so I'm going to walk through that. With it, I'm going to show you some great marketing materials that you can utilize when you are going through this concept with the client, just to make sure that you have all of those boxes checked when you are going down and visiting with your client about how life insurance can really help their lives and their maintaining and fitting those goals that they have as well. So I'm going to jump right into it. And, before I get going, though, the first thing I get asked typically with questions is this something that you guys can access? And for sure, our Jetter Craig over there already has this tool available, so he'll be able to send it off to the attendees so that you guys can have this after the session. So feel free knowing that this is something that you guys will be able to have in your email box after you guys we're done with the session here today. So it will be coming, but this is, again, the Sales Concept Playbook. So I'm going to go ahead and just get started. I clicked too many times. So here is going to be the first page, the table of contents. So I'm going to take a moment and just kind of zoom in on some different areas here just so that you guys can see it a little bit better, because I know it can be kind of small coming across in the screen share. But first off, this is the table of contents. So we have many different sales concepts here at North American Company, and all of them can be found in this playbook. So if you wanted to take a moment to learn more about income protection, legacy building, retirement planning, smart money, you can find those very easy by their page number and looking at this table of contents. Also, if you have some questions like, I'm a PNC advisor, what is a good concept for me to really focus in on for my line of business? Well, not only do we have the table of contents, but we have introductions on how to use the playbook. But then too, if you come down here to this bottom section, I really like this graph as well. These are going to be concepts that we recommend you taking a look at depending on the market that you're in. So, I briefly mentioned property and casualty, so let's just kind of take a look at that as an example. You're a property and casualty agent and you are working with clients to help them, with many different areas of lines of business. Well, these would be our suggestion of which concepts to kind of look at first, because these are going to be the ones that would make a good splash and impact on your clients' overall portfolio and just helping them add life insurance. So business sales ideas, meaning that if you're working with clients PNC, but you're mostly on the commercial side, these business sales ideas are going to be fantastic for you to really help add that to your portfolio or your client's portfolio, plus these other ones for the personal lines as well. So that's just an example of some of the tools on the first two pages. So now I'm going to dig right into this. So we've spent a lot of time in this webinar series talking about IUL. So today I'm going to go ahead and I'm going to start with the retirement planning sales concept, spend most of our time there, but then I will highlight some others as well. The nice thing is that you can actually go and see page 28. So I am going to just kind of scroll us down to page 28 in the playbook. And now we are on retirement planning. So as you can see, there's a lot of content on these pages. And so I'm going to kind of take it piece by piece just to make sure that we highlight everything and so that you guys know how to use this. First off, let's go through this top section here. As you can see, we have it set up just like the playbook of a football game, so our football playbook. As you can see here, we have first off the concept. With all of these sales concepts in here, you're going to see the first thing that we talk about is the concept, what we're trying to accomplish with life insurance for your clients, what the goal is for this specific concept. And so basically what we're trying to do is use permanent life insurance to provide death benefit protection during their working years while having the potential to accumulate cash value that can be accessed for retirement. So now that's really the goal. That's what we're trying to accomplish with this. We even go through the financial professional profile, so really talking about who would be a good individual to add this to their portfolio. All you agents on the phone, basically, if you are an insurance representative role, you're going to have a great opportunity to really talk to your clients about their retirement planning. But one of my favorite things here that people ask me is who is a great candidate to talk about retirement planning to. And really, we've narrowed that down to people who are between the ages of 25 and 60. They need death benefit protection, and they want to seek additional income in retirement. We've talked about these people, and we've talked about how the Builder Plus or how IUL can really help them with this, because you know that they can have those tax advantage potential with loans in the future with doing an IUL. And so really, the client profile, we make sure that you see exactly who would be a perfect fit for this concept on the retirement planning. But then also, too, we go into product options. And so one thing I should mention is that this hasn't been updated yet since we launched the Builder Plus a month ago now, so we're definitely working on getting it through compliance with the new Builder Plus here. But when you see the Builder IUL, just note that, the Builder Plus is a new product, and that is going to be the strongest solution to utilize for retirement planning. But we do go through the different concepts, the different products that we recommend for helping your clients with retirement planning within our portfolio. Then, too, if you come down, we have some key selling points as well. So just to kind of pick out a couple of them, I'm not going to go through and read this all for you because, like I said, you guys are going to get a copy of this after the session. But I am going to go ahead and just pull out a couple of them. You have a client who wants to have a guaranteed death benefit for their legacy as well as the potential for accumulating cash value. Well, look at the Guarantee Builder. You have a client who wants to make sure if something happens, if the policy lapses due to excess loans. Well, another key selling point is going to be the protected death benefit feature that we've mentioned in the last couple of sessions. So this really does a good part of going through and talking about some of those different key selling points that you can discuss with your clients based off of helping them accomplish those goals. Also, it goes through some illustration design tips as well, so things to consider. Like, for example, if you look at the bottom here, avoid a MEC status to maintain the generally tax-free income stream. That's huge, and that is a great suggestion that is on here as well. So these are going to be some great design tips that you can utilize, some key selling points. And then I'm going to go ahead and go up and, went up too much. I'm going to go up and over because next I want to talk about, I apologize. I want to talk about the right words, right questions to utilize when you are talking about the retirement planning concept. So we're still talking retirement planning, and this is going to be one of my favorite parts of the playbook. What are the right words? What are the right questions to ask your client to get them to think about this concept and get them to think about the value that IUL can help them when it comes to their retirement planning? I highly recommend when you get the playbook, go through and highlight some of these questions that could make the biggest impact for you. Because, one thing to mention, when you're looking at retirement planning, our typical commissionable target premium on one of these cases coming in is about $8,000. So think about if you can find about 3 of those a month, that is going to be an additional $24,000 of commissionable target premium that you can put in your pocket just by finding and asking some of these questions. And so, just sitting down and talking to somebody, do you know life insurance had tax advantages for 50 to 60 years before anyone thought of IRAs, 401ks, or any other retirement planning strategies? Do you think income taxes will go up or down? These are just questions that are going to really get the conversation going, get your client to start thinking about bigger picture and what IUL could help them solve, and then just using the right words to really help cement that conversation and bring it all home. This is going to be a great follow-up email that you can also utilize when kind of trying to get people interested in the concept. But the other thing I wanted to show you here, what I mentioned, is this link here at the bottom. All of these links down here are hyperlinks. So if you click on it, it will populate the web page that I'm going to show you right now. And it's going to take you to our marketing microsite, Sales Concept Retirement Planning. So if you would have clicked on that link, this is where it would have brought you. And I wanted to show you this as well because, you've utilized the playbook. You went through and talked about the target profile. You've talked about, or you've read kind of what the goal is to helping them. Now, what if you wanted a case study to show your client as well, and going through some of these different case studies, a retirement planning client profile sheet. All of these things, our marketing pieces, are available to you to utilize with the playbook so that you can just make sure that you are getting a really good knowledge of exactly what you wanted to present to your client, but then choose best ways to, ask them those questions, use the right words, just to make sure that everybody has a good understanding of how this concept works and the goal. A great marketing guide as well for you, the agent, so that you can read about it even more. With a lot of those concepts that are in the playbook, we're going to make sure that with this marketing guide, we expand on those concepts so that you can have even more information at your fingertips as well. So that was the retirement planning sales concept, a great one to utilize and go through when you're trying to help your clients utilize an IUL to help with their retirement future as well. So next, I'm going to go back up to this main page here, and I'll go through one more concept with you guys just so you can learn a little bit more about how to use this playbook. And the next concept I'll go over with you is going to be smart money. This is another concept that utilizes IUL on page 30. I went way too far. There she is. So now we're going to look at smart money. So again, smart money is a concept with North American, and as you can see here, we'll just look at the products right away. It's utilizing the Rapid Builder IUL with the waiver of surrender charge and table shaving component. And really what smart money is a concept that allows clients to control and have access to their money in times of need. So really those financial professionals can position life insurance as one option for clients to store smart money. So this is a good option for the clients looking for a death benefit. They have a need for death benefit, but they desire also to leave a legacy for their heirs, but then also want to have accumulation in a good policy as well with limited exposure. And so that's exactly what the smart money concept will provide. So if you look at the financial professional profile, it can be anybody who specializes in both life insurance and annuity sales or works in an insurance representative role. Your typical client profile is also listed here. It's going to be someone between the ages of 50 to 80 who has need for death benefit protection, which also includes a desire to leave a legacy for their heirs. Let's just say their funds are not meeting their current needs. They have them in savings, annuities, CDs, maybe, some vehicle that has a low interest rate because we're in a low interest rate environment. Well, this concepts allows them to have much greater potential for cash value growth with limited exposure to cash value loss because we have that 0% floor. And so the smart money concepts, it goes through, again, the key selling points. It goes through different illustration design tips. I won't spend too much time going through this one, but it also has the right words, right questions. So again, one of my favorite parts of this whole playbook, really asking your clients the right questions to get them thinking about this concept. So, right words. Do you want to leverage your premium and a death benefit for beneficiaries while retaining client control? Really having the ability to change your mind or retain access to your funds if an attractive option. This is a really attractive option for you. So again, asking those right questions and the right words and utilizing this to really help you leverage these sales opportunities. Smart Money also has a very high commissionable target premium with most average cases. This one is also going to be seeing close to that 10,000 commissionable target premium range, just depending on how much people are putting in as a single premium. But just imagine finding a couple of those each year and how much impact that can bring not only to your clients and getting to show them how much more potential cash value they can grow, but then how much more is going to go in your pocket just by finding a couple of these opportunities as well. Once again, we look at the link on the bottom and the additional marketing material available to you. If I click on that, it's going to take us back to this website for our marketing materials, and it's going to take you to the Smart Money sales concept. And again, we're going to have a great client-approved video that you can share with your client and have them watch as a little commercial into what you wanted to show them about, as well as a great marketing guide for you, great case studies, all will be available to you as well. And this type of client-approved video, the little commercial for your client, is available on every single one of our sales concepts, as well as the marketing materials on the side. So really highly recommend utilizing this playbook to learn, what concepts are people really promoting out there in the industry? What concepts are really working for the line of business that I'm in? Study them, learn more about it, look at the marketing material that goes hand in hand with it, and just utilize all of that material to help you find those next opportunities when it comes to life insurance. And that's the power of the playbook, is just giving you that information all in one area so that you can utilize it. So if you said, I have someone coming in and I want to talk about pension maximization, there's going to be some good tips and talking points there for you. You have someone who is coming in and you feel like they don't have enough life insurance to leave behind to their heirs in case something happens to them. Talk to them about income protection. So all of those concepts are available for you, giving you those great resources that you can utilize when also having those conversations, and everything is kind of linked from this playbook. And that is basically, I know it's, kind of a shorter session today, but mostly what I wanted to highlight to you guys today is the power of this playbook, giving you some concepts to really study and learn more about, really based off of this graph here. Like, what do you normally do? What do you do that keeps the lights on? And really, how can we add value to that by introducing some of these concepts to your clients that will help you add even more to their lives by balancing out those portfolios, but also helping you at the end of the day, getting another opportunity with a little bit more commission in your pocket. But that is really what I wanted to cover with you today. If you have any questions, we will hang on the line again. Craig, Sean, is there anything that you two wanted to add as well that you feel like I could go over today?
No, Nicole, thank you for going through that. The only question that we've gotten so far is there was just a request of the slides and if this would be replayed. Yes, so anyone that is registered for this webinar, we do have a recording that we're completing on this. As soon as that's available, we will get that sent out to everyone that was registered for this today. We just want to say thank you. First off, Nicole, thank you for the time these last 4 weeks. Anyone, if you have any additional webinars that you're wanting to see from these as well, please feel free to reach out to us at life@jetter.com. On behalf of Sean and myself, we thank you for attending today. And again, we will hang out on the line here for probably 5 to 10 minutes. We do want to be mindful of your time. We said we'd keep these short. So if you want to hang out and have any questions, feel free to fire away questions on the right side in the question menu, and we'll get those addressed. So other than that, if you don't have any questions, feel free to jump off. However, we will hang out for a bit. We got a question here, Nicole. The question is if the playbook can be available via PDF.
Yes. So I have provided this playbook via PDF to our engineering company. So yes, Craig, I will get it sent off to you one more time so you guys have it.
Okay.
And then you guys will be able to attach it to an email for everybody who attended so that we can make sure you guys get it in your hand. So yes, this will be available via PDF. I have a lot of agents that I work with that have printed it off, just have it sitting there just so they can, take a moment to study a different concept, and then read some of those different right questions, right words, and illustration design tips, all of those. They just kind of go through every once in a while.
Perfect. Nicole, a question that came up was the website that you pointed out. Do those individuals need to log in to visit that, or is that a link that they can just get to via the website?
Well, that's a great question. So, one, you'll be able to utilize the playbook, which has, the links at the bottom of each concept that will take you to it. So that is one way to find this link as well. But also to answer twofold, you do not need a username and password to access this website, so it is open. So if you guys wanted to come out here even and read about the concepts, read more about the products, see some of our web events that we also host for everybody, some of our different areas of technology, like right away that we talked about on the first session we did, all of that will be available to you. And again, you don't need a username or password to access it. But if you did go to NorthAmericanCompany.com, you will see the link that you can click on to get here. So if you don't want to take the time to write down this whole web address, you will be able to go to www.NorthAmericanCompany.com, use your username and password to log in, and then you will be able to click on that marketing microsite to access all of that great content. So multiple ways to get here. If you wanted to go ahead and just utilize this link, I'll try to throw it in the chat so that you can send it to everybody.
Yeah, so one more question that we had was just how soon will this be available for us to distribute? It takes our marketing team usually is very good about getting us the recording and the link posted within 24 hours. So we will get the link sent out via email as well as a PDF of the playbook sent out via email to all individuals that registered for this webinar. All right. Well, if there are no other questions, we're dropping in attendees here. So we're going to go ahead and we'll conclude. Thanks again to everyone. Nicole, thank you for your time. We appreciate everyone's feedback as well as questions. We will get the link sent out, also the PDF of the playbook sent out as well. And always, if you do have any questions, you can reach us at life@jetter.com. Thanks again, everyone. Have a great rest of your week.
Thank you.